You listening to rockslamradio.com. From all studios to the world, we bring you the finest in quality entertainment. So grab a groupie, throw some horns, and settle in for another fine show from rockslamradio.com.
I love you.
Like a Hellraiser.
Yeah, welcome to the Hellraisers Ball, where decadence and depravity are the laws of the land. So strap yourself in, kids. It's going to be a wild ride. Tonight's show is being brought to you by Sam Ash Music Stores on Dale Mabry Highway in Tampa, Florida. Go to Sam Ash Music Stores on Dale Mabry Highway and ask for sales manager Eddie Keffel, and he'll give you some great deals on some new gear or trading your old gear. And Thanksgiving is coming up, so I know there's going to be some real big blowout sales for Black Friday, and of course coming up over the holiday season. So definitely check it out. I'm sure you can go online, and I know that there's a lot of websites that are posting pre-Black Friday sale listings. I know if you go into the store, if you go into Sam Ash, and you ask them for a list of what's going to be on sale, they can provide that to you, even though, you know, I know they're not really supposed to, but tell them that you heard it on Hellraisers Ball and that JC wants his commission. And in just a little while, we're going to bring some people in. We have the infamous Dana Piper, which is going to be joining us in the studio tonight. We also have Jay Bailey, Steve Joyer, and Tom. What is Tom's last name? Oh, he's not coming in right now? Are you sure? Anyhow, I know they're going to be coming in just a little while. Hellraisers Ball is now on Twitter, so you could go on Hellraisers Ball, onto Facebook. You could look up my Facebook and you could find the link, or you could just go onto Twitter and type in Hellraisers Ball and find us on there, and you can follow us on there. And we're going to be getting the hellraisersball.com up real soon, and we're still working on the group page on Facebook and also a fan page. So that's going to be coming up really soon. And so did Dana actually go downstairs to smoke a cigarette? Is that what he's doing? Yeah, figures. So why don't we bring Steve in for a minute? There he is. All right. So what's going on?
I don't know, man.
What have you been up to? Nothing? I know the last time we spoke to you, we were talking about...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, put the headphones on.
Hello.
I know the last time you were here, we were talking about, the benefit that happened over at the Pittsburgh Mix.
Oh, yeah, the Tony Weiss benefit, yeah.
Yeah, so what have you been up to the past week?
Just went to, when was that, last Sunday? When was it?
No, that was like 2 weeks ago
It
now.
was 2 weeks ago. Oh, okay.
Well, like 1.5 weeks.
Okay, well...
No, but this past weekend, what did you do?
Oh, past weekend, I went to see my friend Angie Campbell, who we know from Den of Thieves.
Very cool.
That Rib Fest. It was very enjoyable.
So now, Ribfest, she played last Friday, correct?
That's correct.
And how did that go?
I thought it went pretty well.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And did they get to play a full set? Did they play like 30 minutes, 45 minutes?
I don't remember what it was. I don't remember if it was a complete set or not. But
Now, who did they open for? They opened for Johnny Lang?
well, yes, they did. Johnny Lang and Buddy Guy. I don't know which one or both. Or
Very cool.
I don't know which one started first. So I don't know how they were doing that.
And I know we were talking about doing a pre-Thanksgiving, like Thanksgiving Eve type show.
Oh yeah,
And-
Cusos. They're doing that with Greg Billings.
Yeah, so now that sounds like a really good time.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are going to be looking for places to go the night before Thanksgiving, and so that sounds like really, for anyone who lives in Pinellas County especially, that's going to be a great time.
Right.
I know Papa
right.
Cherry is now playing over at LA Hangout that same night. So
Oh, okay.
there'll be, what's that?
Yeah,
Nope, they're
and
not.
Yes. Who?
I just saw it on
What?
Facebook today.
Okay. Well, I will
You're not
tell
going?
I will tell you
No.
this: if that is Thanksgiving Eve, if 21st is Thanksgiving Eve, is it? Is Thanksgiving 22nd?
Not sure. Can we look it up?
Hmm.
It's Thursday, I know that. I'm not exactly sure the exact
Thanksgiving is Thursday, so Thanksgiving Eve is Wednesday. Okay.
date. Right, of course.
Sobriety X is playing over at the Porpoise Pub.
Yeah, that I knew. Sobriety X is playing at
No,
the
I didn't even know that, and I work for the band.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't. I looked on the Facebook page the other day. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I thought that would have been nice. Somebody told me. I'm not going to be there.
You're not going to be there?
No,
Why not?
I'm going to go see Angie Campbell.
So who's going to be working for Sobriety X?
Well,
You don't know?
I'm not sure yet.
You're not sure yet? Are you going to find them a fill-in? Are you
Maybe I'll fly over. Maybe right after.
are you
I'll go see-
responsible to find your own fill-in?
My first one. I don't know.
Wow, my phone is like freaking out.
It's freaking out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at
okay.
that. Let's see here. Yeah, November 22nd. You
and
are
then-
correct.
And then
So,
Saturday. Okay.
November 21st would be Thanksgiving Eve.
Correct.
Yeah.
Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah. So maybe I'll go set up their stuff. Go fly over to Cuso's and then come all the way back. I might do that.
I might try to hit at least two places. You know,
Yeah.
we wanted to do an official Hellraiser Hottie model search in at least one of those places. So I guess whoever allows us to come in and do it,
I also
that'll
tried
be the
to
place that we go.
express that out to some of the girls at Porpoise Pub if they were interested. It's like, yeah, I know they're gonna have a hottie, contest, and
Yeah,
wanna
there
hit
you
her.
go. And you could,
because we support the Porpoise Pub, so
yeah, that's a great place. And that's a place that over the past year has really kind of come into its own. I know, probably what was it about? Just a little bit less than a year ago, they really started booking a lot of the bands that they're putting in there now.
right, and they
And
put in
so-
a full PA system so that people. don't
Yeah,
have
so
to
they
worry.
really stepped it up, and that place has really come into its own, and now
Uh-huh.
it's like the place to go
It's a pretty
in
hot
Pinellas
spot.
County.
I think
you
it's
know.
pretty hot.
I know they always had the biker thing over there,
Oh
and
yes,
they
they
do
support bikers
and
totally.
they do a lot of the Born to Ride events and
Yep.
stuff like that.
Yep, they do Born to Ride TV there. In fact, I've been in 2 of those event videos. I think I saw it. Riding a tricycle.
Riding a
And-
tricycle.
Yeah, I was in some kind of tricycle jousting, I remember. I'm not making that up.
Oh,
I
you mean?
really was.
But wait, when you say a tricycle, you mean one with pedals, or do you mean
Yes.
really?
Yes, really.
I've never seen anything
Oh.
like that.
But I was on the video. Somewhere there's a video.
Interesting.
You can find it on YouTube. And I don't know how long I'm in the video for, but I know I'm in there because people have said, "Hey, I saw you in the video." I'm like, "Oh yeah, the Born to Ride, yeah,
Nice.
yeah." And there was 2 different videos I was in now. So
Now, what is this that we're seeing on the screen here?
looks like a lovely set of melons. Is this to
This is
entertain
actually
us?
a Facebook page called "Like This If You Love Boobs."
I was going to say this is actually a distraction. Is what I was going to say.
oh, speaking of distractions. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how I came to this, but I was looking at my Facebook.
How did you find this?
It was on my Facebook. So look
Interesting.
at that. I love those boobs.
There you go. Leave a comment.
Leave a comment.
Hey, last week when we were running the video of.
I know they didn't. Yeah, don't even ask.
What ad?
You know what? It's probably because we didn't download them to the computer and then bump it into the eyeglasses.
But you know what's confusing me is that people that were watching the show live said they did see it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's really
So
funny.
they saw it live, but it didn't tape that way.
No, it didn't.
You know, it's really funny,
Wow, look at
JC.
What's that?
There's even though it says Dunkin' Donuts on the other side, on the right hand side,
It's a double D.
Double D.
And it just like was right there. I'm like, what?
I guess if you're gonna have a site dedicated to big boobs,
Yeah.
having it sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts is a good idea.
Hey, I was listening to the local radio station here in Tampa, Clearwater, St. Pete, which is one of the rock stations, which hosts the Sixth Sense. And Nikki Sixx, he was talking about,
Yeah, it's 9 a.m.
you know, the way. Yeah. Anyways, the way, you know, like people are really, you know, really health conscious about themselves nowadays. The best way to figure out if you're gonna, you know, have heart problems is to pull your pants down, right?
Right.
And you pull up your shirt and you look straight down. If you can see your junk, then you probably, you know, you can probably see past your belly. And if you can't see your junk, you probably have a big fat belly.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's pretty true. If you got weight around the waist, you're gonna, you know, basically, you know, have heart problems later down the line. The next thing that they talked about, because
So this is the non-scientific way of determining.
Casey Kasem, or right? No, it's Carrie Kasem.
Okay.
Is on Sixth Sense as well, and she goes, "Well, what about women?" And we're trying to figure out, instead of calling it junk for, you know, like men, what do you call it for women? You know, if
Right,
women
right.
are looking down, what do you call it? What do you call it? You
I
can't
don't
call
know.
it junk.
What would you call it?
I don't know. What would you call it?
I've heard it called many things.
Treasure, I don't know.
Well, thank God we're
Treasure.
on internet radio, so we
You
can
know,
call it
treasure.
anything.
X
Well, no,
marks the spot.
I guess a woman could say the same thing, that, you know, she can't
Well,
see
if
her
you're
junk.
talking about a woman and looking down and seeing junk, you know, hey, you know, you might not want to go down there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Who was we had somebody on the show
But
a few
hey,
weeks ago.
can you? I mean, so are you health conscious? Do you know
Extremely,
if,
yeah.
if you, it's called I forgot the test actually, but basically, can you see if you could actually see your junk?
Well, I test that theory every day.
Yeah, so do I. It's the first thing I think about when I wake up in the morning. Hey,
Yeah, I always
junk.
well, two things I always do. One, I always make sure that I can see my junk. Okay, and I always practice my hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So let's put it out there to the public.
or
If
hand
you
junk
want to,
coordination.
If you could call in to find out live if you want to, you know, if you're going to be healthy, call in now at 727-597-4022, and we'll put you through the test to see if you're healthy enough where you won't have heart problems.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions as to whether or not they're healthy and they need any help, they can call into the show at 727-597-4022. We'll put you through a whole battery of tests to determine whether or not you're in good health or not, male or female. You're all welcome.
Mostly women, you know, and then if you got big boobs,
And
you
if
know,
you- and-
why
and-
don't you
and-
start posting your boobs
and-
on
and
like
you-
this if you love
Yeah.
boobs on Facebook.
Well, I guess we're doing free promo for the. I mean, look at how many likes there are. There's like 624,000 people that like this site. I don't think they really need any help, but you know, like this if you like
Or
boobs.
wait, if you're on Twitter,
Maybe we should
do
be
a hashtag to Hellraisers Ball. I want to know about my health, or hashtag Hellraisers Ball.
Hashtag.
I like boobs.
Now explain to me what a hashtag is.
Hashtag.
Is it an hashtag? What is it?
It's not what you smoke.
Now tell me how to work this Twitter thing, because today is the first day that I've ever had
I have no
any
idea.
experience
If you're
with
on
Twitter
and
whatsoever.
You can call in and help
Experience.
JC.
Yeah, you know, I put it out there.
597-4022.
Yeah, I put it out there on my Facebook page that if anybody had any comments, suggestions, whatever, any advice on how to use this, because I already had before I even left the house tonight. There were already 5 people that found the Twitter page. I have no clue how, but they did, and so it's interesting. I know that a lot of people prefer it to keep up with certain things than Facebook because you could just send out a fast blast and it gets out to everyone that follows you and everyone you follow. I don't know how exactly it works yet, but Hellraisers Ball is now on Twitter. That's up and running. It's functional. And do you have Twitter?
No.
You don't twit? No?
I think I tried to join and it didn't work.
It didn't work?
No, the password or something didn't work.
For the longest time, I totally tried to avoid these sites, things like Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that. But now they're like necessary evils, I guess you would say.
There you go.
There's the official Den of Thieves page.
That's correct.
Very cool.
Very cool.
That's how I found the boob site. I went to LA Hangout.
Aha.
And they're showing here. I'll show you again.
LA Hangout.
Yeah, LA Hangout. All their likes.
Oh,
like
okay. So someone that likes LA Hangout.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, here's Den of Thieves. I like them.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Yeah, and they don't have a lot of shows coming up. They just have right now. They have the Kusos show, and I think the next one's not till December, right? After that,
correct. I believe. Check their. I'm sure they got a. Don't they have?
The picture that they have here.
Look on events. Like maybe it tells you the dates.
What picture?
Right here.
Oh, the cover photo. What about it?
It looks like your place. No.
It's not my place.
Your place?
Actually, is that I won't say where I think it is, but I think I know the location.
Yeah. I don't know if we're supposed to drop names here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Sorry.
Anyhow,
KFC.
The Twitter site is running. The Hellraisers Ball group page is coming along really well. One thing I noticed, though, is that I went back and I started trying to archive all the old Hellraisers Ball videos, and I had a hard time finding a couple of them. So I have to speak to the president and CEO of RockSlamRadio.com and see what's going on, because I don't think he deleted any episodes or anything like that, but some of them are really kind of hard to locate. I don't know if they're... I know you could find a lot of them just by typing in Hellraisers Ball, but then there are some other ones that are just scattered about either in the Rockslam Radio or RockSlamRadio.com or Rockslam Radio live events. There's still... They're not all in one place, and I don't know how to do that. Pretty soon we won't have to worry about having them, on the Ustream, because we'll have them on not only the Hellraisers Ball fan page, but we'll also have them, on the HellraisersBall.com. So they'll all be in one spot, and they'll also be archived on YouTube. So that'll make it a lot easier for a lot of people than having to try to hunt them down and find them. Because believe it or not, I've had a few people, either text me or call me and say, "Hey, how do I find this live event or this show that was on a few months ago?" And I'm like, "Well, it should be easy. Just go on to Ustream.tv." Then I go look for it myself, and I'm like, "Oh, not that easy." But I eventually usually stumble on it, but it takes a little bit of work. So, do we have any other health issues going on this week? No, I know I had a little bit of a health concern.
Oh, what was your health issue?
I have no clue what happened, but on Saturday, I was like in excruciating pain. Almost didn't make it out to Sobriety X at LA Hangout.
How was that? Actually?
It actually was pretty well. They had a really, really great crowd.
That was Laura and Greg Kimes' anniversary party, whatever.
You were there, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. And they had a great
I got there late, but I was there.
You had what?
I got there late. I went to Cirque du Soleil.
That's right. You told me about that.
Yeah.
How was that?
Amazing.
It was amazing?
Yeah. And you've got a lot more chances to see it. It's going to be in town till almost second week of December.
Oh, very, very cool. Is that expensive?
Yeah, it was kind of pricey.
It was?
It was a gift.
Very nice.
So
did you go with somebody else, or did
yes,
you?
I did.
You did. Very, very cool.
Yeah, somebody else we know, but I don't want to drop any names. But
Huh. No name dropping allowed.
no.
All right, you'll tell
But
me
we
later.
did. We had a great time.
All right,
Great
cool.
time. Insane.
Very cool.
I got way more than I bargained for.
Nice.
It was pretty intense.
So what are you looking at over here, DJ Slam the
I
Rango?
don't know.
Is this your personal page?
Is this
Yeah,
is
this
this
is
high
mine.
school? Looks like high school pictures.
Yeah, I know, right? It's everything that
frickin'
you
wreck
can
truck
imagine that
and-
happens in the Tampa Bay area.
Yeah.
Oh wait, here. You
That's
ever
your
see this one?
Yeah. What? Huh? That's your yearbook. That's your wait.
That's
How old
the
is that?
family.
Prom. Wow.
How old is that
Hold
picture?
on.
I would have to say. How old am I now? Probably 32 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have pictures
Or
like
something
that.
like that.
Well, that's cool because some people don't like to post their family pictures, but yeah, it makes you look like, hey, wow, he looked like that back then. Wow. How he developed.
Is that what that makes you do?
how he developed. How he
I
developed.
don't know if it makes me go, oh wow. But
It's how he developed. No, you tell your friends that. It's like, wow. You know, sometimes
Right.
they're like,
well, did you see this one? Here, that one right there.
Yeah, that's
I
now that's
remember that picture.
Now did she come in with the guitar? That's the winner of the
Yeah.
guitar that was given away
She-
over
yeah,
at
she won
the.
the
Tony
auction,
Way was
yeah.
benefit.
What's that? Did she come in with it at Sam Ash and look
Oh
for?
no,
Because she was going to be looking for lessons or
friended
something like
her,
that.
I tried reaching back out to Laura and seeing if she'll come in and get a
That would've
case
been
for it
cool.
and such.
That was been
Uh-huh. Yeah, she should have a case for the guitar. That would be smart.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's the biggest mistake people make when they start playing.
They don't get a case.
Yeah, is that they buy the guitar, they buy the strap, they buy the picks, they buy
Yeah.
everything else, and
Yeah.
they don't buy a case for the guitar.
Some people just buy extra cases and have no idea what to do with them.
Right.
After they're
right,
using
that
it.
happens.
What?
You know, no, I had.
No,
know
I've seen people come out of lessons with their guitars with no case, and I'm
I
like,
have.
Make sure you have a case for that thing. You know, it's like I treasure a guitar. It's like I don't even want to lean it against anything. It's like it should. If it's not stable, and I think it's out of its home.
I saw a guy. This was back when I was living in New York. The guy had a Gibson SG,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of having a case, he had it strapped to his back like a backpack.
Okay.
He had I guess I don't know how he had it rigged or whatever, but he had it where he had it, the strap off of both shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why would you do that? Why would you take a guitar like that, which is pretty expensive guitar, and choose not to put it in a case and just just kind of strap it over your shoulder and ride through traffic in Manhattan with it?
Well, he had it on his bicycle or his motorcycle.
No, bicycle.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I don't know. Well, I'm just saying, if it's a real Gibson, it can't be a cheap guitar. So I don't think I would.
I don't know.
I don't think I'd be. I guess it keeps the weight down.
Yeah.
But
No.
you could buy a pretty good gig bag that doesn't.
I don't know how you would carry a guitar on a bicycle anyway.
I've seen gig bags that have the straps that go over both shoulders to make it like into a
Oh.
backpack.
I'll have to look for some of those pictures. I've never.
I think I
seen
hear the voices of Dana Piper.
Dana Piper.
that.
Aha!
Dun 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 dun.
Here comes Dana Piper and his entourage. I see them. Yeah, do we have enough chairs to accommodate everybody here?
Bad Rom.
Dun 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 dun.
He
had to leave already?
Yeah, he had
Dun dun dun.
Hey Steve,
Here's what?
use the microphone to your left.
Oh, Stick Martin.
Yeah, he works with
Steve,
Rain Man,
Yeah.
switch chairs.
sit there. Sit
Hold
there.
on. Well, no, Steve. Well, yeah.
He's got the
Actually,
microphone right
Steve,
there.
you can stay right there and just move over to this microphone.
or put the microphone to him.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
All right. Oh, here I am. I'm back.
You're back.
In the saddle again.
Of course, now we are joined by the infamous Dana Piper. How you doing?
Oh, I need headphones. What's
Hey,
up,
Jay
Ed?
Bailey. What's going on?
Hey, fella.
You're all geared up?
What's going on is we have some news about
We do have
our
some news,
wonderful
too.
Pinellas County rock scene.
Actually, you know what? Bring your chair in a little bit
Why?
because I can't see you on the.
You don't want to see me. That's not part of the issue. It's the voice from
Dana's got a face for radio.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, tell him.
A
move
face
on
that'll
over.
stop an M181 fucking Abrams.
He's not in the shot.
I don't want to be in the shot. I'm
slide-
serious.
We need to get you in the shot.
No, you
get in
don't.
the shot.
Sure we do.
No.
Dana, get in the
Oh,
shot.
come on.
Yeah, come back.
Don't be gay.
There you go. Yeah,
Oh,
no.
he had
That's not a good word with us after last night.
No.
Wait a minute.
Oh no.
No, that's not a good word. Is
No.
No.
We'll leave that alone.
Yeah,
No
we won't-
names will be mentioned.
it? Yeah, we won't make. We won't say where we
They've
were.
been
Right?
changed to protect the innocent.
Can we say the name of the bar? No.
No.
No, probably not.
No, we should just leave that alone.
Yeah, let's just leave it alone.
I'm enough of a homophobe now.
But what we can say.
I was trying to go for the benefit of the doubt.
but
You
what,
know me and the Judas Priest every night on stage going, oh, no fucking way.
There we go.
That's a fact. I play guitar, I'm old and fat. You passes any show, someone can lose all your blood. All right, that's enough of that. I never got royalty fucking one.
Of course, for anyone that doesn't know.
By the way, the fucking line about John that let me 50 pay you back 20 shit, John, you know better. Matt's dead. He can't be here with us.
That's right.
I was going to say thank God, but God bless Matt, as always.
And of course, talking about Matt Laporte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, those who actually know what you're talking about
Yeah.
know Matt.
Yeah, for those who don't know what that song is, that's the Piper rap.
But hey, groovy guys.
Now that's only available on the anniversary edition of Sirens.
I don't
right?
know.
Is it Sirens? Well, the 25th
Dungeons.
anniversary. Dungeons. So the 25th anniversary
Figures.
or something. Or the limited edition.
The
One of
dungeon.
those.
So what we're doing is
Yeah. So
original bands.
Word.
If you have songs and you need a place to play that have house PA, how nice is that?
isn't that great?
Bourbon Street, Newport Richie. Thursday night is going to be the first of the Gong Show. Bourbon Street presents the Gong Show.
The
Rain
Gong
Man will
Show.
be with us.
This is
Rain Man will
news.
take the place of Gene the Dancing Machine and probably JP Morgan. And yeah, it should be fun, man. We're going to brag on each other. and talk
So we're
shit.
bringing back the Dubious Arbuckle open mic jam, but in a totally
but
new,
yeah, because I was
in a
watching.
different way.
They're of course going to. Everybody wants to take credit, but I called Chip because I was watching a movie called Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, kind of like Jay Bailey, and like his record Ashtray Art. You listen to it, go. You know, I can't pigeonhole this shit, but it's pretty fucking good. And that bothers me when I'm trying to find, like, it was always kill me doing A&R because you guys have a great band, but you sound like Dawkins.
Right.
You know who you are because I saw your CD at Atlantic Records and you got the ping effect. The ping effect is when your CD's hitting the trash can, going ping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not good.
And
that is not a good thing.
well, Flom said, "Who are they?" And they said they sound like Dawkins, Cinderella, and everything else. Ping.
Ping.
But Bourbon Street and Pittsburgh Mix is going to be assisting us in this endeavor. Tom Brooks, Full Wave Studios, does a lot of shows at Janice Landing State Theater. And those who know what they're talking about know Tom Brooks. He's also involved. We're looking at a management company we're working with on the outside. I shouldn't be mentioning names, but who gives a rat's ass? Blacked Out has an artist named Hard Target.
Right.
You
Right.
watch his first video, you'll see Fred Durst.
Yeah.
So
Now
we're not
I saw
fucking
now
around.
I saw that video, and
Yeah,
that
we're not
guy's
fucking
actually
around
pretty
here.
good.
We
It's
work
actually
with a
pretty
producer
good.
named Lance Quinn. You guys all know John Lever. Enough said. You guys know who David Ellison is from Megadeth. Enough said, but he's very busy.
Right.
Lance Quinn, everything from Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive, which is like the gay anthem, I guess. And all the way to Bon Jovi records. Dude, I'm watching this stupid show after
Wait a second. I Will Survive is like a gay
the
anthem.
gay anthem.
When did that happen?
My wife told me this.
What happened to YMCA?
I didn't know
No,
that.
that's the other one. They're in it. Like what? Donna was probably looking around on the computer one night, right? Dicking around and said the 5 top gay anthems. We Will Rock You, Freddie Mercury, great band. Too bad he was.
There we go.
But I Will Survive. Gloria
I Will
Gaynor.
Survive.
Yeah, it was like.
I
and
didn't
then-
know. That wouldn't have been one of my guesses.
What
If you had AIDS, motherfucker, it would be.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm not gonna. Okay, so
I don't know.
I'm sorry for the language. I get it's internet.
That's great. I would never thought that.
But yeah, original music, man, because we have enough cover bands.
Said he's
But we're
gonna say
gonna,
Tourette's.
but we are gonna start like an original music scene here, and we're gonna try to create
No,
a hub.
It
right?
was started.
Of, like-
It was started many years ago by the Fat Man himself because he wrote good songs. But Eddie and I were talking about before. When you came down here, you saw there was no such thing as a cover band.
no,
it was
nothing.
Strangers, Sabotage, Nazi Savage, Obituary, Deicide.
Well, you're talking
Foreign
between.
Legion. The list is long. I hope I don't miss any of my guys that I know that wrote songs. But you couldn't get a gig if you were a cover band. It was like
No.
Bleeding Hearts. I mean, Earl was like, "Well, you're opening for a cover band, man. Do you know where you are? Like hell, I am. Are you
Right.
crazy?"
But it wasn't just here though. Like back in the early '80s, all the way up until the early '90s, that's just the way it was.
Well, New York, Detroit, Chicago, try to play cover songs. Good luck on that.
Yeah.
Call me, see how it goes.
Yeah, still in Manhattan, it's
Yeah,
hard
you
to.
can't play cover songs anywhere.
No, not if you want to have any kind of a career down there.
But you know,
But now on the outskirts of town, if you go out into the suburbs or if you go out into the boroughs, there used to be a really strong original music scene in New York, and now that's dried up. Now it's been dominated by cover bands and tribute
well,
bands.
hip hop, kind of pushed rock and roll all the way, and karaoke, the Japanese chorus.
Oh yeah,
that was a
karaoke.
payback for Pearl Harbor. Thanks.
The funny thing is that you mentioned that gong show.
Well,
thing.
actually, there was a payback for Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah.
An idea that I came up with a long time ago that I thought would be a lot of fun was like a gong show version, a karaoke gong show. I thought that would be even better than an open mic.
Oh yeah, but we got everybody.
Because then if somebody goes up and gongs somebody else, then they have to go and finish the song.
All right.
I think
Speaking
that-
of
I think
original
that'd be
music,
funny.
what's
Right.
this segue?
What's going on out there?
Let's play some Jay Bailey music if we have it queued up. Anything?
Actually, do we have any
Somebody's on a
ashtray art?
Segway.
I don't want anybody to
hear.
listen to these mixes. They were done at home, so I'm not explaining anything. But
Do you want
if you try to
Evolver,
record at
The
home,
Speed of Dark?
and that's fine. That'd be a
like the
good
Speed of
call.
Dark.
Speed of Dark.
9 out of 10 times your recording's gonna suck.
Well, you
But
can record it at home if
You
you,
can
have
record.
it.
Just don't try to sell it, please.
No, but you can.
Don't put it on YouTube.
Wait,
Don't put,
I know a lot of people that have really great home studio. You can record at home, but you have to send it out to have it mastered at a real studio.
somebody that knows what they're doing on
Right.
mastering.
Right.
By the way, speaking of another guy who's going to be working with us is also Chris Kinder, who is an excellent master.
Masterer.
Masterer, masturbator, whatever. But you guys know Chris from playing with John
Is he a good
Lima.
engineer? He's good.
He's an
at-
excellent engineer, and he went to Morris Sound and did a lot of mastering with Jim Morris. So, yeah, man, we're going to try to revert
didn't know
back
that.
to where we were, at least before my fat ass dies. There's too many good songwriters here. I'll bring up just a case in point. My friend Pat Buffo plays music with us. Pat watches Sobriety X play some original songs.
Right.
Runs up to them and says, "Hey, man, why don't you guys play those songs?" Well, you got to make money. Well, in this economy, good luck on that, fellas. God bless you.
Well, they are going back in the studio to do some recording. They've been writing. They've been writing.
Well,
new
they've been
material.
writing for years. Butch had been writing since War Child came down here as an original band.
Yeah.
They came here as an original band. Don't give up to make $100 a night. It's just, get a tour, man. This band, if you watch Blackberry Smoke, this is not a pretty boy band.
Right.
But they kill it, and then the guy comes along and says, "Hey, you guys aren't half bad. You want to go on tour?" Zach Brown, and says, "Yeah, you want to go on tour with us? Sure, you guys are pretty good." Now you go on Palladium, and there's a special boom right there.
There you go.
Blackberry Smoke.
And
That's how you do it, fellas. Don't fucking give up.
No, don't give up. And I think now more than ever, because now with the fact that the power is in the hands of the musician now,
Exactly,
That's
and you
way-
have the internet. You
know.
might as well use it.
right, between the internet and iTunes and all these other avenues to promote yourself and sell your music, you don't necessarily have to rely on a record company anymore
Well, hell, we are the record company. We're everything.
Right.
You know, we record it, we publish it, we distribute it, we do everything. By the way, we also have Marla Stone involved. You guys remember her as a DJ from the area. She's in Loveland, Colorado. And am I allowed to say something about another internet thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Live365.com.
Now, Live 365 is actually, and DJ Slam Durango could verify this. When we first started doing Hellraisers Ball,
That's correct.
Weren't we affiliated with Live 365?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so actually Rock Slam Radio was affiliated with Live 365.
Well, is it beneficial to you guys like call them up and go back to that, or I don't know?
I don't know.
I don't know what the legal would be, but you know, it might be worth. What we're trying to do between guys like Eddie and JC, anybody, and all these guys are there, is to. You want to go on a tour? Well, now we have people in Phoenix, in California, in Colorado, in Texas that are out there that book bands, and we're talking House of Blues type gigs, man. I mean, not these run-of-the-mill little dumps. This is real tours. We're trying to do away with the buy-on, you know, and just go out there, sell your CDs, sell your merch, eat a lot of ramen noodles. If you don't want to do that, then, you know,
now,
but that's what you have to do.
Now, some people might not know what you mean by do away with the buy-on. You know, what you're talking about is buying yourself onto the tour.
Well, if you have the finance behind you, you really don't need anybody but the finance. Black Veil Brides band got signed. Basically, everything was handed to the label. It was finished. Mom and Dad walk in. Guitar player went to a music school. They walk into a Jason Flom and said, look, you want this project? How much do you need to promote it?
Right.
And Flom says, give me a check for $2 million. Here's your money. Okay, there they go.
Right.
Not all of us are that really, I won't say blessed because you know how Jesus felt about that, so we'll leave that one alone right there.
Right.
But listen, let's, as far as songwriters, man, we got a guy here, Jay, who has been coming out and jamming with a cover band. He sings quite well. And we're going to be doing a record with 3 different studios at Jim Fox's place, Sweet Spot.
Nice.
Best drum sound in town, besides Morris Sound. And over at Full Wave Studios with Tom Brooks, because Tom brings not to be strange musically, but he brings a reggae background and backbeats to the music, which is kind of relevant nowadays. So what we're doing is taking songwriters and trying different things with the music, because the area is loaded with like a lot of great writers, man, really good writers around here.
There are.
Hey, talking about singer-songwriters, I'm telling you, on Wednesday nights at Sam Ash in Tampa, we got the singer-songwriter night. Come in, you can actually get $10 gift certificate or gift card from Sam Ash, and basically every Wednesday night you want to, show your stuff off mid-evening before any show from 6 o'clock on to 9 o'clock on Wednesday nights.
That's correct. I was there and I saw the flyer and was like, this is a cool idea.
And, we need everybody needs a place,
and that's something we also put out there to some of the local bands. Is that
why aren't you out there playing in a music store in the middle of Tampa?
Here's something that we broadcasted on Hellraisers Ball. I even put it out on the internet a few times. Sam Ash is willing to open up their stage to full bands that want to come and play
full bands
inside
like
the
Jay
store.
Bailey.
And so if they want to come and just play a few songs or play like a set, they're welcome to come into the store and set up and actually play, from 6 to 9 o'clock, right?
You don't have to set up. It's already set up.
Yeah, the gear is already there, right?
That you like, and then pull it off the wall and go play.
Yeah. I don't know why. There were a few bands that said that they were going to show up and actually do it, but then when it comes time to actually
something, those
make
guys,
it happen,
then, if you're lazy, stay home. Because if you're lazy, stay home. If you want to be in show business and you're lazy, you're fucked. Give up now. Play cover songs.
Play cover songs.
Okay.
Hey, and you know what? We've got all the music and sheet music that you could ever imagine.
Yeah, you got a music store.
But you can't even be lazy and probably get away with being in a cover band. There's just too much work involved.
Well, just if John Oliva and Sabotage back in the day for a year. And I was there in a little building the size of this room here with a PA Keith Collins playing bass next to
What
Cameron.
do you mean? The size of that room is so big. Don't you see it?
But you try to put John Lever's ass in here with 3 other guys in a PA, right? And Marshalls stacked to the wall, and Markles' double bass drum set with everything.
Well, that's how rehearsal rooms were. You know,
Yeah.
back in the
Oh, yeah.
But this one was not air conditioned outside a person's backyard with no air conditioning, electricity running on cords, right? One light, a poster of Venom and the Beatles.
Let me guess, the black metal poster?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Venom
I have
and the
it.
Beatles up there. And Joe Oliva would stand in front of that band. It was so fucking hot, we're going to die. Walkles looked like he was going to die at times. Back there. John would stand in front of them like this and count those guys. And you'd watch them come out for a year. And a fat guy got a 10-album deal. I rest my case.
Nice.
In the
Hey,
80s.
if anybody out there is listening, which there are people listening right now, please call in if you want to talk to Dana or you want to bullshit about anything. Remember, if we can talk about your health issues here at 727-597-4022. Again, if you want to find out if you're unhealthy or you're healthy, call on in. Talk to Dana.
Don't talk to me
DJ
about health, brother.
Sanzarigo.
Yeah, we'll straighten you out
Bring me
if,
a
pizza.
if you
We
need
got
to
you-
know
And
anything.
No
a Five
pizza.
Guys hamburger.
Well, right now, you want to hear
From
the
my buddy
Speed of
Dan.
Dark by Ashtray Art?
Yeah, why
let's-
don't we do that, and
Yeah.
then we'll see if we get any phone calls in the meantime.
I don't care about phone calls.
You don't care about
You
don't-
guys care about phone calls. Tell them all to call.
I thought we had, weren't we going to have a phone?
Oh, shit.
interview?
We got to do that, too, after Ashtray Art. We got to call Clench Fist.
Right,
Doing some interesting things.
right. So
All
who are
right.
we going to talk to? Mike
By
from
the
Clen-
way-
from Clenchfist?
There is an Uncle Tom show, Fat Harry show coming up. I'm giving a quick plug. Seven Dust.
Right.
anew.
At the Orpheum?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. We're going to put Clench Fist on it, but they're trying to do their record. They're also at Sweet Spot till 4 a.m. last night. Band we work with. We work with a lot of bands. This is Jay Bailey. We're going to start doing his record like next week. And maybe start looking for some auditions for some band members, just see what's out there. And remember the 3 the 3 names that you need to know: Tom Petty, Neil Young, and Bob Dylan. I rest my case.
Here we go.
Okay. And here we go. Here's Ashtray Art right here on the Hellraisers Ball.
You guys,
At the moment when light slips away and darkness comes to fill the space, the time it takes to break a heart, that's the speed of dark. At the moment when love lost its way and sadness came to take its place, the time it takes to fall apart, that's the speed of dark. At the moment that you gave it all but couldn't see the shadows fall, the time it takes the pain to start, that's the speed of dark. I wouldn't give away those shiny days when the brightest lights lit up your face. I wouldn't put away those memories. You're gone for good without a trace. The time it takes the flame to starve and to chip away the life we carve, the time it takes to get this far, that's the speed of dark. The time it takes the flame to starve and to chip away the life we carve, the time it takes to get this far, that's the speed of dark. slips away and darkness comes to fill the space. The time it takes to break a heart, that's the speed of dark.
Yeah, Ashtray Art. The Speed of Dark, right here on the Hellraisers Ball. So, JT Bailey,
Yes, sir.
we heard that once before here on the
Yeah.
Hellraisers Ball. For those that haven't heard it yet, can you give a little insight as to, the meaning behind the song and the inspiration behind it?
Trying to remember what I said last time.
It doesn't matter what you said last time. Just say something.
I didn't hear what you said last time, so it wouldn't make a difference.
It's just sort of a breakup love sort of song. It's kind of like taking it from the girl's point of view, or
You're
how
live
she's
on the
feeling
Hellraisers
about
Ball.
How bad she was.
Well,
What's going on?
Hey, what's going on?
Stevie Bruno.
What's up?
Hey, listen.
Hey.
What the heck's going on?
Hey, can you hang on for 5 minutes while we talk to Jay Bailey, Steve? Can we
Hey,
call you
Steve.
back?
Actually, Steve, can we call you from the studio line and then get you on the air that way?
Yeah, you'll get me and Mikey on speakerphone, the drummer. So
Okay, give us 5
Okay.
minutes. I'm going to go smoke a cigarette.
We're gonna call you back on this phone number, in like less than 5 minutes.
All right, cool.
Okay. All
Back
right,
to Jay Bailey.
All right, DJ Slam Durango. We got a phone number. Yeah, just it's the top number. It says Steve.
He'll figure it out, JT.
Well, he might not figure it out.
Shit.
No, they were smoking outside. I
Lemonade,
think.
it just comes off our clothes.
Yeah.
I'm more just excited about what Dana's, talking about doing is taking some of these songs that you've heard
Right.
and cleaning them up and, remixing them and getting them to sound better, have a real professional on it, make it,
Sure.
I
mean, these
up
days
to
you
par.
can get really great recordings in a home studio, but I'm sorry, no matter how good you get it at home, you could always benefit from having it professionally mastered.
Well, I've had all my stuff professionally mastered, but, I've never had a real professional actually look at it, tear it apart.
Oh,
producing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just produce. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's why with guys like Lance was like when Earl brought his songs to him. I mean, those 70 tunes, and Lance knocked them down to 7. Like, this is the 7 we're gonna do.
Right.
And that's how he works, man. They're cold, brutal facts, but if you don't listen to him, then you're making a mistake because he's got 211 records out.
Right. I think he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. Those kind of records, and you play like he plays, and that's what you need. Man, there's just a lot of good stuff, but I hear it all the time. But Jay stuff to me is kind of special. It's something I really, I was driving home one night from a gig and put it in there and called him a little while later after about 5 or 6 songs, and I go back and start him again. And said, man, this is fucking good. What's up with this? I was trying to pigeonhole it, and I hate that one because I've got like 1,000 CDs and like 880 cassettes, not counting all the shit that I haven't even listened to yet.
Right.
And it comes few and far between songwriters like that. It really does. You grab them guys where everything doesn't sound the same.
Right. I think that happens to a lot of people try to guess what people want to hear. And I think that's the biggest mistake when it comes to songwriting.
Well, record companies go, and there's only 5 left. And the way they look at it's the same in baseball. You get 10 at bats, and if you hit 3 of them, you did well.
Right.
That's a good year. So
Let's not talk about baseball right now.
Yeah. You
we
don't wanna
both
talk-
suck.
Yeah.
And when I'm really pissed off, thank you very much, is fucking hockey. Thank you, guys. Bruins got a team that can win the cup. $10 million isn't enough money? Stop it. Oh, you crybabies.
Who are you voting for?
I'm a Bruins fan. I'm from Boston.
So no.
They're not going to play till another month. You don't get those guys from Clenchford going about hockey either.
Actually, the last hockey game I saw was the Tampa Bay Lightning against the New York Rangers.
Rangers were going to have a good season too, but they're not going to play either. But 3 studios are full wave, and also there's Dana Walsh's place. If you want to shoot video,
Right.
Advanced Media, a lot of cameras, green screen, blah, 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 blah. 2 stages. Everything's ready to go. These guys are not expensive. They're like you. They're all musicians just, trying to stay alive.
Right.
And they all play. And that's a key thing working with us. Like Jim Fox's band, is Worlds Divide is great. And we're going to get them out going, Going to probably send them to Europe. That's where Chris Kinder comes in on a lot of things, as he's on a lot of connections. And my bass player and plays around with a lot of people. Jason Jennings has working with Tara from the Rapunzel Rock Agency, which is in London, England. She wants to trade artists back and forth. They're getting airplay. They're getting airplay in California to London. And things are happening out there because of the internet. I always looked at it as a curse, although I hit LimeWire pretty hard. I stole everything, man. Thanks, Steely Dan.
Mm-hmm.
But,
LimeWire. Oh, God.
I'd sit there like I was doing blow all night, just recording, and she'd be like, "It's 6 a.m., you're going to stop?" "No, man, I got to get this Point Blank record. If I don't get it now, I'll never get it."
Yeah, I think I was at one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, LimeWire, Kazaa. Remember Kazaa?
Yeah, that would screw up your computer.
Oh, man.
Now I watch movies.
I think there were more viruses than there were, files on those original
You forgot
download
about
sites
Napster,
like that?
the original killer.
Oh, Napster. Yeah.
Oh, Napster. I got cassettes, Napster rules, Napster 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I sit there, just go, to the cassette player, go, get everything. Oh,
Yep.
rows of shit.
Yeah. But now you don't even need to.
No, that's
pirate
why
songs.
publishing is in the shitter.
Now you don't even need to pirate songs anymore, because now with all the what do they call that? The song cloud, where they have all the songs that are basically.
I think you pretty much listen to anything free these days.
Yeah,
Even
no,
on
you
your
could
phone,
no,
on
you
your
could
phone.
go,
On your
no, you could go
phone,
on
right.
like.
I found Rubicon with Jack Blades in it.
Have you ever played around with this? They have like Spotify.
Yes.
You ever go on there? And you could find almost anything. If it's been recorded, you could find
Dude,
it.
I watched Ted a couple days after it came out, hit the theaters.
Wow.
there's sites.
No, but I'm talking about legal sites.
Here's a shit.
Where the bands actually.
They need my money?
No, where the bands actually get the royalties and everything. So if you're listening to the song, the band's getting paid still.
Well,
yeah, well.
Here's the thing, though, JC. I haven't stolen anything. I had close to 3,000 CDs when they were stolen, so I think I gave enough people enough of my money.
I think you've.
I tell you, Ashtray Art's on Spotify and everything.
So if I took
you had
if
over
I took one
3,000
song too many,
CDs
I'm sorry.
that was stolen from you.
Huh?
You've had 3,000 CDs
about
stolen.
it was about 3,000. Yeah.
How did they get out of the house with it?
I had somebody live with me.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No, people suck. But America sucks less. What?
You have the number. It's the first one. It says Steve. Actually, hold on one second, Jay.
Oh,
did you come up with anything about what the song meant?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah.
That's right. Stop saying it.
But if you want to learn more about Ashtray Art, just go to ashtrayart.com.
Hello.
Okay.
And you'll be hearing more news about that also if you look at Facebook.
Hold on. Steve, you're live on the Hellraisers Ball.
What's going on?
Nothing much. How you doing tonight?
Good, man. Playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 2,
There you go. And of course, this is Steve Bruno from the band Clench Fist. And so,
is Mikey there?
Is Mike there too?
Yes, I'm here.
Very cool.
Rangers fans.
And of course, we got Dana Piper here with us in the studio.
What's up?
By the way, Tom said all you had to do the Seven Dust thing was call, and you guys have been all in the show. So next time, yeah.
Thanks for letting us know now.
Yeah, right? Hey, man, I just started talking to Tom about doing this original thing around here and putting these people together. We just started doing this, you know what I mean? Involving on the outskirts. Yeah, it looks good, man. We got some clubs to play, with House PA, which I'm digging. That means we don't have to go and bust our ass putting a rig up.
That makes it a lot easier.
It makes it way easier. Walk in and turn it on. Here we go. So
those are the best shows.
Those are the best shows.
Absolutely.
They are. But yeah, man, things are happening. So Tell these people what you're doing. I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. All right?
You go do that.
I'm going to go smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, I'm going with him.
Yeah, this will go a lot smoother once Dana
Yeah, get
leaves.
the hell out of the way. Rainman, don't say nothing.
Thanks. Nice
Well,
By the way, the
right now
Rangers,
we're
Rangers
right now
suck.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Rangers suck.
No. Oh, we have another call coming in?
No. Go Bulls.
Oh, hold on a second, Steve. They went away? Okay. What was the number? Okay. All right, cool. So tell us what's going on with Clench Fist.
Well, right now we're in the studio recording a new album. Finally.
Awesome.
I went in this weekend and finished all the drum tracks, so we're good to go on that. And it's just mixing them down and stuff. And hopefully within another month and a half, we'll have our new album out.
Awesome. Now, do you guys have any shows already booked?
Not yet. There's one that we're going to play at the State Theater.
Okay, cool.
With Worlds Divide.
All right, cool.
In late February, I believe.
Oh, very cool.
Nothing's confirmed yet.
Right. All right, awesome. So, as far as the new material, is it comparative to some of the older stuff that you guys have done, or like direction wise, what can people expect to hear?
Some of it is old school Clench Fist, but we got 2 new band members, and they've been a tremendous asset to our lineup. So we definitely expanded our musicianship, and it's going to be pretty different. It's going to be a different album. It's going to be more dynamic, but it's going to be that same high energy and things like that, melodic.
Very
It's going
cool.
to be good.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, so tell the people that are listening at home how they can find out more about the band. Like, do you guys have a website they can go to?
We had clenchfist.net, which will be it's under construction right now because we're updating some new pictures with the new members, and we do a lot of work on Facebook. So you can do facebook.com/clenchfist, and you'll see news, you'll see photos, and pretty much videos. Yeah, videos are going to come out. We're going to shoot some videos for the new album, and we usually send out a lot of things that we believe in and what the album's going to be about. Sometimes I'll put like lyrics up there, just to kind of give people a taste of what it's going to mean and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
But, yeah, we also have a Twitter account too, which is twitter.com/clenchfist, and it's going to be good. We're going to have our new record on iTunes.
Awesome.
It's probably going to be a Best Buy exclusive where we're going to distribute the CDs out to Best Buy, and a lot of the shows. We're putting together a whole new marketing strategy to see, try to get a little bit of progress, because everything now has changed and everything's going to digital now.
So now I've heard a lot of bands doing this, like especially with Best Buy. Now Best Buy will be the only store that'll carry the CD.
Yeah, I mean it's our distributing contract that we have. It's going to be all the cities that after we play in, and all the fans, once we establish ourselves and like our hometown in Tampa, we're going to saturate Tampa because obviously, this is where we're from. But once we start playing out and gigging, and then track down all of our fans where they're at, because now a lot of the Clenchers fans, because we've been together for about 15 years, so a lot of the fans from Tampa spread out. They live all over the country now. So
Right.
And they're telling their friends, and we got a lot of hookups across the United States now, just from playing so long, so we're going to start communicating and see what happens, and just kind of roll with it. But a lot of the videos is what we're excited about, because it gives people a visual, and the sound of what we're about, and it's going to have a lot of meaning, this album.
Now, can people go on YouTube right now? Do you guys have videos from the other albums that they can go see?
Yeah, we do have a few videos that some people shot of us live.
Right.
And stuff like that. We made one video on the last album for Rise of the Morning Star.
Right.
but we're going to put that up again soon. We had to take it down. Something was wrong with it, so we're going to put it back up again soon.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah, we're actually we're going to redo that song too from the first album because we reconstructed it with the new guitar players, and we're probably going to re-release it on this album and probably shoot a new video for it. Because the one that we did back was more independent, you know.
Right.
So
I know that's always interesting when you hear like a band that takes a song that was already released and redoes it with like a new lineup. Sometimes it gives it a whole new perspective.
yeah, it's definitely the definition of it now. It's totally changed and gives it more of a storyline. Because back then, you know, as musicians, all the years that go by, you start learning more and more and get better at what you do. So
right, of course,
it should be interesting. And it was one of our most popular songs on the last album. So you know, we figured this new album is going to be released, you know, wider as far as, you know, country and, you know, other states and things like that. So we wanted to give it more recognition.
Awesome. I know, like one of my favorite bands. You ever hear of the band Exodus?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They actually, you know, their first album, which is a classic album, Bonded by Blood, they actually went back and revisited that record and re-recorded all the songs, you know, with their new singer, you know, as a tribute to Paul Beloff. And I thought it was great because like the songs now have the benefit of, you know, modern production. You know, they've gotten better over the years, you know, musically. And so, you know, I think sometimes when you go back and revisit a song or revisit an album, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, I would like to do a lot more of our older songs. So, I mean, we'll see in the future albums. Maybe we'll re-release them or, you know, redo them sporadically, you know, on the other albums and things like that. Because there's a lot of songs, especially even ones that weren't even on our last album. You know, even older ones that were on, you know, 5 song demos and stuff like that we might want to re-record with the new guitar players, and we're more experienced now. So.
Right. Very cool. Yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to hearing some of the new material for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be a whole different ball game for us. You know, like we've been out of the scene locally in Tampa for a while just to kind of get our band together. You know, these new members took like a year just to get them comfortable, and but now we're comfortable. We're a family, you know, and we're doing it big, man. And, you know, we're recording out in St. Pete, so when we live in Spring Hill, which is about an hour and a half away. So,
oh wow,
Mikey we get home like 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, because the nighttime seems to be the best time to record. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so too. It's like I don't know. Like I've gone to the studio like during the daytime, like, you know, late morning, early afternoon, and for some reason, you know, it just doesn't seem to come out the same as the late night recording sessions. It's like when you start recording at night, it just has a different vibe to it.
Yeah, it's tricky, you know. And then staying up, you know, a lot of shots of whiskey. I think a lot of
that'll give the song a different vibe too.
Yeah, right? James Hetfield kind of shit.
There you go.
I think a lot of musical artists are more night people anyway, you know.
Yeah. I know I am. Like I don't even try to sing before 4 in the afternoon.
Wow.
Not usually.
I didn't know vampire bats were so musical.
They can be. Well, we squeal. That's what it is. I'm a squealer.
Yeah, we squeal. Things are gonna go good. I mean, we got, you know, I think what are we planning on next Tuesday? Maybe coming down and see you.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love to get you guys down in the studio. And you know, if you have any material you want to bring with you, you could shoot me an email and send it to me ahead of time, or you know, just bring some of the CDs down with you. And if you have any MP4s or like a video that you guys have that from live, live video of performances or anything that was like an official type video type thing, you know, because we can run video live on the show as well.
Well, we have a lot of videos. Like if you just write our name Clenchfist in YouTube or even on Google too. I mean, if you just type in Clench Fist, and then a lot of stuff comes up. You'll see pictures, you'll see videos. So
Cool.
if anybody out there wants to check us out, you'll see like a lot what we're about.
Right. No, I'm saying if you personally have anything that that you could put like on a DVD or a disc for me, or just upload it to me, to my email address or whatever. That way we can have it in the computer here at the studio, and it'll be a lot better quality than us trying to steal it off of YouTube.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll put something together for you guys.
Yeah, we've done it before where, but it's not consistent. Sometimes the computers, behave and everything goes the way it's supposed to, and sometimes it just doesn't. Like last week we aired some video that we had done interviews over at the Porpoise Pub.
Yeah.
And the videos actually aired live. People could see it from home. And then later on, when we looked at the replay, they didn't show up on the replay. So sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
Wasn't that Pittsburgh Mix? It was a Porpoise Pub.
No, that was at the Pittsburgh Mix.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. And I know that that right now Dana, myself, and a whole group of other industry professionals are, looking for more venues to come on board where we could start, really pushing the original bands here in the Tampa Bay area.
Yeah, we got a lot of talent out there. I mean, all the friends of ours that are in bands, and being in the scene for so long, and back in 2006, it was high and rising. I mean, everything was doing well. We had a good relationship with 98 Rock and stuff, and then kind of everything just over the years just kind of fell. And it's the same. That's what we're expectations. Like we did a show in our hometown in August, and we haven't played in a year.
Right.
We were surprised. There was like 700 people that showed up just to hang out and
wow.
see what we're about. Yeah, it was awesome. We had a great time, and
now
that was our hometown.
Did they ever play you on internet radio? Like,
What's that?
Do they ever play you like on Sirius and stuff? That's where they should.
Well, you mean satellite radio?
Yeah.
Well, now the new record, we're going to start marketing and start doing it, and start putting it on satellite radio. We're going to try to get as much as we can, as much play, and then I got a marketing company that's actually helping me. They're going to try to distribute it to a lot of the radio stations out in the U.S. just to kind of get the word out there, and then shoot our videos up too. And we got some connections that we're going to, try to get with and make this go all out, because last record we had, we were so young and we were just excited to just have it out.
Now that's another thing. Are you guys available like on, some of the like what are they called? Like they're not internet radio, I guess, but like song services like Rhapsody or Spotify, that type of thing. Can people find you on there?
Spotify. Yeah, Spotify too. We're on Spotify, Rhapsody, a bunch of those subscriber-based websites. We're also on iTunes and Amazon.com.
Very cool.
They can purchase our CD, our old CD right now, and the new one. They can purchase our old CD now. Matter of fact, I had to send a couple over to Russia. A couple of people from Russia ordered our CD. I had to ship them out. So, but our old album's available out there.
Yeah, and that's something that I had a business meeting yesterday with some owners of a local venue, and that was one of the questions that they asked me. They were like, "Well, you're on the World Wide Web, so your fan base must be spread out." And I was like, we primarily market ourselves to the Tampa Bay area, but we have people listening in Germany, we have people listening in Australia, but I'd still say 85 to 90% of the people that listen to this particular show is here in the Tampa Bay, area. But being that it is worldwide, there are people from even outside the country that listen.
Yeah, it was surprising because we checked our stats because we got a program that actually lets us know, who's downloading and who's listening, and we had a lot of people from like the UK, and it was interesting. We were just like, wow, and it seems like they have more like it's in Europe, like the other countries they're more into the rock, and I hear people are doing really well out there too.
I know it sounds kind of nerdy or whatever, but I love looking at the demographics and
you are nerdy.
No, I am not, but I like looking at I like looking at all the stats and looking at the demographics and kind of seeing the different insights. Like if you even like on your Facebook page, you can go on there and you could see, how many people you're reaching, what posts are going viral and stuff like that. It gives you a little more of a clearer picture as to what's going on, with the band and, like particularly like with this show and stuff like that.
By the
Yeah,
way,
it's definitely they're definitely great tools to use. I mean, I'm a stats guy myself too, so and I like looking at the demographic, and it's also good for as a marketing perspective. Because as a band, you got to do it on your own now. It's not like the old days where you wanted to get signed by a label and then you were all set.
Right.
So it's like even if you get signed right now, they'll rape you.
they did back then too.
They did back then too, but yeah, I think back then they raped you, but they they still took care of you.
Well, no, they
got
famous.
On there.
You got famous, but she didn't make any money.
Well, not on your first couple of records,
No,
but then
you're
then eventually you would start to see more cash. But now it's like that doesn't even happen. By the time you get around to your third album, they're looking to drop you.
Well, what we're going to do with the old record, the 2012 record, because it's all we have finished right now, these guys, thank you very much, is go ahead and send some stuff to Marla and some stuff to London to Rapunzel Rock Agency. And they're, by the way, playing our bass player of choice, Jason Jennings, is getting airplay along with like Gary Moore and Robin Trower and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tara's really kicking ass over there, and she's getting big. And we're gonna go ahead and send her some Clenchfist stuff, and
There you go.
and to Marla. So we'll try to create a market. Rise of the Morning Star is a great song on that record. There's a lot of really good songs on the record. And I know. Are you guys gonna release Freedom finally or what?
Yes, it's gonna be on the next album. So
About fucking time.
Yeah,
this song is like really ridiculous rock radio.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like it's
I can't wait to hear it.
undeniable. It's undeniable. It's so cool. It's just great.
Can't wait to hear it.
But Clenchfist is going to be making a move this year. We had our shot, and I kind of advised these guys not to do it.
Right.
Thank God we didn't go and try to do a tour and lose everything. Those guys have lost everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Tell them about it, Steve.
Yeah, we had so many opportunities, and we're all about because we're like a big family. That's what it is, and you feel that vibe, and you feel something negative. We like to save our time, and we're all business guys in the band too. We've been in sales, we've done marketing, and that's a real big thing. And now what's nice too is with technology the way it is, we have all the programs to pretty much run the Army, all of our videos, everything. I mean, we edit most of our photos. We do everything ourselves. And what's nice is, we're the artists behind all of it. And we see everything we always do ourselves, we see a big positive feedback, where if we have other people do our stuff, we don't really get as much because it's just the characteristics of the band. Now we could do what we feel, and it helps a lot.
Well, you have more creative control over what's going on, and I think that's a big thing that was missing for a long time with a lot of the band websites and different things, that there was so much intervention from people from outside the band that had more creative control as to what was going on and what people saw than the band actually did.
Yeah.
That I don't know about you, but like back in the day, especially back in like the early and mid '80s, like the bands were always in control over what they represented themselves with, as far as like image, or even if you look at like liner notes or just like the photos inside the record albums and stuff like that, the band picked what they wanted their audience to see.
They
then
didn't have
somewhere
interns.
things got a little bit like corrupted, if I don't know if that's a good word to use, but it just kind of like the control came away from the artist and kind of got diversified to a lot of outside people.
Yeah, when you sign with a Sony or Warner Brothers, any of the majors, they want to keep a lot of the artistic control.
Right.
Because they figure they're paying for it, so this is how it is. Good video to watch if you're a band that wants to see how it really goes. It's called Overnight. It's about a songwriter named Troy Duffy from Boston. Go Sox. He wrote the movie The Boondock Saints. He had a band called The Brood. It got so bad that Harvey Weinstein, or whatever, from Miramax, tried to run him over.
Oh, did he really?
Tried to run the guy over. It's a good one to watch. Called Overnight. It's definitely. But the main thing about Clench Fist and like the guy sitting over here, Jay Bailey, they have good songs.
Right.
Bottom line is good songs. That's why I mentioned Tom Petty, Neil Young, and Bob Dylan. Guys couldn't play a note. They can't sing shit. But man, you watch Tom Petty play, it's like a greatest hits show. And the whole audience, 20,000 people singing every word to every song.
Mm-hmm.
The song Freedom, when Clench Fist plays it, people are singing along with it.
Right.
Because you just can't
Yeah,
help it.
another thing too, like with rock, it's like we all see like where rock's going, and we just want to put balls back into it. Let the boys be men now. Instead of I don't know, we just
Instead
see
of
a whole
boys
different
to
outlook,
men.
and it helps a lot.
Yeah.
What's that?
Instead
What'd
of
you say,
boys
David?
to men.
Right.
Yeah,
Your favorites.
we're like Pantera mixed with a little bit of corn flavor, but it's got like because we looked up to so many different bands, but we still have that hardcore, rock, which is nice, and the kids love it, man. Every time we play, and the control of the crowd too it's phenomenal how they respect us, and just to have that control when I'm singing too, and get everybody together, it's amazing.
One of the best frontmen I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that's awesome.
One of the best I've ever seen. I was just telling Tom downstairs, it's just his vibe on stage, the way he controls the audience, and it's like a gospel meeting. Remember we went up and played the gospel thing up in Nashville?
Yeah, I mean that's what's cool about our style too. Is like we could play pretty much anywhere. I mean, we played Christian rock shows, we played regular rock shows, and everybody has the same reaction. So it's awesome,
Yeah.
We play what we like to play. We don't put ourselves in any type of rock genre like everyone else, whether it's metal or alternative or whatever. We just play what we like to play because especially on this album. You're going to get those heavy songs, and then you're going to get the real, dynamic and the soft songs,
Right.
But you don't wear a kilt.
Right.
No.
But I think that's important, though.
It's all about being a man.
It's all about being a man.
It's all about being a man. Even doing things right, and we try to send a good message, because this world is going to crap right now.
Very
and
true.
everyone's being led in the wrong direction in life, and
I agree.
we want to change that. I mean, we're not a Christian band. We're not a freaking we're not anything religious. It's just common sense. It's doing things that are just common sense.
Right, common sense. Just trying to send a positive message out there.
One of the greatest books ever written in 1771. Common Sense.
That's all it is. Especially the way a lot of the population don't have it anymore in this country.
No, they don't.
No shit.
No, they don't.
Florida can't even vote.
No, they can't. Unbelievable. We don't even want to get into that. But that's
another show.
Oh, that is another.
That's another record.
Yeah, we'll need a few more hours to talk about that.
JC was telling me what Dave Mustaine was saying online about the corporation.
Oh man, we kind of touched on some of the things that are going on in this country last week, but I mean, just over the past few days, did you see that? Like Dave Mustaine from Megadeth posted the list of companies that have started cutting and laying people off.
I heard about it. I didn't see the list myself.
I mean, it is just ridiculous. I mean, you got really huge corporations like Boeing, and there's a lot of people on that list.
And you know what the sad fact is,
it's like
JC?
thousands and
it's
thousands
about
and thousands of
healthcare.
people. No, well, not some of it is.
A lot of it is about Obamacare. I was looking at that list, and it's all about.
But that's not the
healthcare.
only thing. There's a lot of other reasons, it's like you got people like how they say that the unemployment rate is going down or whatever, but they lowered the amount of hours for what full-time work is.
Yeah.
And so now, in order for them to actually be able to not have to pay benefits to people, the amount of hours that they work.
I think they give them like 30 hours a week.
30 hours a week.
Right. So now 30 hours is like full-time. So now it has to be like below a certain, I think 20-something hours or less for it to be considered part-time. So now they got, I think 25 hours. And so now a lot of these companies are hiring more people to cover the hours that they don't have full-time workers to cover. And so it appears as though there's more people working, but
Well, I
the
guess there probably
aggregate
is more
amount of
people
hours they're working isn't even enough to cover their expenses and cover their bills. Most people have to have 2 or 3 jobs just to try to survive.
Yeah.
Legalize
I just,
marijuana.
I have my own business. This is Steve. I have my own business. I just opened my own business on the side too to make some extra dough, and and then a lot of people are scared, but I keep a positive attitude, and try to keep people happy, and it's all about customer service and communicating. That's it, and a lot of people are they're so upset about what the economy and all this stuff, and it distracts them, and we can rebuild it, if we just take our time and be patient and help each other. That's the biggest thing,
I agree. And if a lot of people like yourself, if they have a service or a skill, they should have the balls to just go out and do it for themselves instead of trying to rely on the mentality that working for a company or a corporation is going to be the answer because they're going to take care of you. That's not happening anymore.
Hey, Jay, you got a political song on the record?
Do I have a
I'm
political
sorry.
song?
A political song on the record we can close the gig out with?
I was going to have him play Evolver.
Evolver?
Evolver.
Yeah.
Hey, can we play it while we're talking?
Well, no, actually, why don't we play it just before we close the show?
Oh, no, we're on this political thing. We were going to go off. Why you got the rant going? Why not?
Yeah, it's I don't know. I get into these debates with friends of mine and people on Facebook. They blame this and that and the welfare and all the welfare. I'm like, welfare's been around for years. Not that I'm a Obama supporter or a Romney supporter. I don't support either of them. People are missing the real problems that we're having of why we have to elect crappy presidents and
as if we actually have a choice. Right?
Kill them all.
and that's the thing. And it's like I hope people learn from this election that next election that comes around, we cannot be manipulated by corporate media or
Fox
or just
News?
any of these scandalous.
Actually, I think their coverage is a lot more unbiased than some of the
Fox?
others. Yeah.
Are you high?
I do. I feel that actually they're
all full of shit.
Well, the media in general is full of
They're
shit.
all full of shit.
But no, I actually think their coverage is a lot less biased. But getting back to what we were saying, there's a record number of states that are trying to secede from the union.
That worked well in 1865 also.
Go listen to a YouTube video I was listening to about Ted Nugent, and he's talking about...
That's another idiot. He's another idiot.
Why? Because he supports guns?
Yeah.
Years ago...
No, he's right, though. We can't even defend ourselves anymore.
Remember Seabass on the radio around here, guys? Remember Seabass, Tom Sebastian? He was going to kick Ted's ass backstage at the Sundome when he was with damn Yankees. Seabass is like 6'5".
Oh boy,
the guy's an idiot. The world's greatest guitarist, Ted Nugent, according to Ted. Quote unquote.
The good thing too about like the music side, besides all the politics and everything.
Should have voted for Roseanne.
Yeah, that'd be a great way to throw your vote away.
Actually,
did you?
Absolutely.
Way to go!
Yeah. I thought, hey,
wait a minute,
she's a comedian. Jones. You might as well vote for a comedian for the presidency, right?
Robin Williams, man of the year.
I voted for Roseanne Barr.
Do you even know anything about her politics?
Who gives
I really
shit?
don't care.
Who gives a shit?
I just thought it was great answer.
If I had to vote for a comedian as president, I'd vote
Robin Williams.
Who would it be?
Williams.
Steve Martin.
Cat Williams? Really?
Steve Martin.
No. Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary.
Tommy Chong.
Tommy Chong. Dennis Leary's a hockey fan. Can't go wrong with a hockey fan.
Oh, the guy who
you don't like the way I do it, I'll knock you out.
You can't say on TV, right?
Howard Stern. Howard Stern for president.
George Carlin. He's
George Carlin.
He's dead.
I'm George Carlin.
He would have been better than anybody else.
You can't have it. Can you vote a dead guy for president?
Red Fox.
Well, we definitely are gonna die soon, aren't we?
Red Fox.
How about Red Fox?
Red Fox.
Yeah, that'd be
Sam
good
Kinison then.
Oh yeah.
No, God, one of the smartest guys on the planet.
Hey, have we figured out who's gonna have heart problems as they grow older?
Oh no.
No, I don't think we.
Dana in the room
I've already
right
have.
there is
Do
definitely
you
gonna
want to
have
check
more
your health?
problems.
Because we could show you how to test your health.
No.
I don't want to see that.
No.
They're very.
We're doing free.
I have guns at home.
We're doing free health testing here at the studio tonight. So
No.
and dogs.
Blood pressure.
so anyone that want. No, we're not testing blood pressure. We're just testing people to see if they're. What was that? DJ
Oh,
Slam Durango.
it-
You want to try to?
You're gonna die of heart disease.
Right, heart disease.
Yeah,
right.
heart disease. Yeah.
you
We're
like,
trying to
looked
teach
over
people
your
how to
belly.
prevent heart
Basically,
disease.
you pull your pants
Pull your
down,
pants
you pull your
down,
shirt
yeah.
up, and look down. And if you can't see your junk, basically, you're gonna die.
And
Hey, you know,
and
if you
A
lose
lot
30
quicker than
pounds,
most people.
if you lose 30 pounds, your dick will grow 3 inches.
I've heard that for every 10 pounds it grows an inch. I don't know how true that is.
You know, it's like, why don't you go while you're dying? You look down and go, why? What color is it?
I never heard that before. I think I could have done
Oh,
without it.
clench fist fucking rules.
Unbelievable. But we're gonna have them in the studio next week.
Are you guys going to come on next week?
Yeah.
But I won't come,
Yep,
so you
yep.
get a word in edgewise.
Yeah, so next week we're gonna actually have Clinch Fist here in the studio and Jimmy DeLisi, who
Who knocked out
most people
who
probably
knocked
know
out
from
Mark
Juliet.
Torian?
Yeah, he did. He knocked him
did.
out. Knocked him out.
Mark Torian's like 5'2", and Jimmy DeLisi's like 6'2", and he's built like he's a fucking linebacker in the NFL. And Torian was talking shit. Chip told me about it.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
cleaned
see
his
it.
clock over at
Chip
Bourbon
Wedge,
Street.
yeah, Chip Wedge said he was there. Because he blasted him one time. Good night.
Yeah, that was over at Bourbon Street. In
Welcome
Newport
to Florida, punk.
Yeah, but he's going to be on the show, and most people know him from Juliet. But he's now recording and touring with a band from Sweden called Killer Bees, and we're actually going to break the video here on Hellraisers Ball.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Good for him. We're going to send Clench Fist to Europe
what happened to Love Bugs?
until
still
Mikey
doing- he's
gets
still
to
doing-
Russia and
doing
he'll
that
want to
too.
play hockey.
That's who played at the Tony Wise benefit.
right. Yeah, we're going to be talking about all that. We're going to be talking about his history with Juliet. We're going to be talking about Love Bugs. We're going to talk about this new project with these
All right,
guys
that's
from
next
Sweden.
week.
That's next week.
That's next week.
But we only got
that.
10 minutes worth of this week, so we could talk about next week's show.
So we'll talk about Jay Bailey. Jay Bailey's going to play a song on the way out. He's got a long
Hey, you
drive.
got to plug next week. You got to let him talk, man. Come on.
Exactly.
We're
Let me
gonna plug,
talk
you're
about
going
this.
to
My
plug
fucking
next
show.
week. You're going to plug next week.
We're supposed to.
Well, I'm going to join the KHL,
What's that?
Continental Hockey League in Russia.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what all the NHL players are playing right now.
In Russia.
Big
nice.
hockey fans, Clench Fist. Big hockey fans.
We're going to send Clench Fist to Russia.
So now, who do you guys normally root
Think
for?
I'm joking?
The Rangers?
I've told.
Well, I mean, we're from New York. Steve and I are cousins. We grew up together. You know, we grew up as Rangers fans, but we came down here since the first years of the Lightning's inaugural season. You know, I played for the Junior Lightning. You know, my old coach is a video coach for the Lightning, so you know, we have some ties with the Lightning. So there are new babies now. You know, we grew
Awesome.
up with them. We watched them for 20 years. You know, this is their 20th anniversary. We'll watch them win a Stanley Cup. You know, so
Awesome.
you know, we always loved the Rangers, but you know, we're Lightning fans now.
Awesome.
The greatest seventh game in NHL.
What's that?
Lightning Bruins. 1-0.
No. Well, that was a defense game.
Oh, it was awesome. Up and down the ice they went. Unbelievable.
Unreal. Were there a lot of fights?
No, hell no. It was hockey, baby.
No.
It was pure hockey.
Yeah.
It was skating.
Stamkos.
And, yeah, Stamkos. And
Stamkos, he proved that he was a man that night because
Yeah,
he
got
took a slap
bloodied.
shot right in the face.
he got hit
Broke
by
his
a
nose.
puck. Yeah,
He
broke
came
his
out
nose.
5 minutes later.
Came back
Oh,
and
wow.
played, yeah. There was no... That was a man's game out there that night on that ice.
Yeah.
That was a war. Great game. Bruins went on to win the cup. Yes!
Did they go on to win the cup?
They went on to win the cup, baby.
Nice.
Paid back Philadelphia, too. What's up with that? But, yeah, Clemson's to be on next week. They're going to be starting playing out, I hope.
Well, he was
Yeah,
saying they have a show coming up at State Theater,
At
and
the State Theater with a
Yeah.
Jim's band, Worlds Divide. That's
Right.
Sweet Spot Studio, Jim.
right.
By the way, also a plug as always, for Circle Rehearsal for Circle Joe. If you need a place to practice, that's where it's good way to go. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there several times.
We got a great
Does he
scene
do it by
around
the
here,
hour
man.
or does he do it by the month? What's it? What is it?
It
No, it's
depends.
like mostly hourly.
It's mostly hourly, but if you block out time, you want to get some real work done, you know what I mean? But it's a really cool vibe in there. You know, it's a good vibe to work in. These guys live in Spring Hill, so it's a hell of a ride every time.
Yeah.
Is it here in Clearwater?
It's
Tampa?
on 118th Avenue and just happened to go by a sign that says Sokoloff Piper Dentistry.
Now, is that still in...
I wouldn't know shit about the dentistry part because I got enough teeth.
No, but
Those
it's
are
off
my
100...
dentist, Sokoloff and Piper.
No, it's off 118th Avenue North over there. It's off...
Yeah, and like 73rd.
66th, actually. Isn't it
No,
off
the
66th?
avenue is like 73rd to go across. But Clenchus is in the studio now.
No, it's off Brian Dairy Road or
Brian
something
Dairy.
like that.
When are you doing the vocals, Stevie?
What am I doing vocals?
Hopefully,
that's
probably about 2 weeks. We're doing a guitar. Well, we're mixing down the drums now, and then they're gonna put the guitars and bass to it, and then I usually go in last, and then probably take me about a week to do the vocals, and then we'll master the project and then put it out there.
Yeah, speaking of mastering.
A lot of good vibes. That studio, too, that he's talking about is phenomenal. I mean, we're so comfortable there. It's like being on a ranch. It's awesome.
Yeah, by the way, the guys that have worked there before, Dave Ellison from Megadeth, John Lever, TSO Sabotage, and Lance Quinn from Bon Jovi and the Talking Heads and whoever else you want to name. So the place is really good. Jim's a great engineer besides being a good friend and a great guitar player. But you can record there. Also, so you know, you guys, Stevie and Mike, Chris Kinder is getting very, very good at the mastering. John's drummer. He's got a little mastering place in his house. And he went to Morristown, took the whole course, learned all the stuff from Jim and Tom about the mastering. But, yeah, he's doing a really good job. Plus, it brings you a lot of European contacts.
That's awesome.
So, you know, that's one good thing about that deal is that Chris does all the legwork, basically, for Payne. And that does, you know, open up some doors overseas because they go over and play overseas.
Yeah, that's where the money, and that's where the money is for a lot of bands.
You know, the thing is that they were the first ones to jump on the blues, man. You know, think about it. Clapton couldn't play the blues in America. It was a racist thing. But the English were all over it. So there you have it. All right, can we play Jay Bailey on the way out?
Well, we're not actually, you know what? Why don't we play the Ashtray Art, then we'll come back and we'll wrap the show.
Okay, sounds good.
And so now Steve?
Yeah.
Well,
Steve, we'll see you and Mike in next week for sure, right? Now, you're going to bring the other guys too?
Absolutely. Yeah, the whole band will probably come down, so.
Awesome. So next week we'll have the entire Clench Fist band. So that'll be awesome. And I'll give you a call. When's a good time to call you? Tomorrow, or Thursday?
Yeah, give me a call. Actually, give me a call on Thursday, and I like if you guys got a Facebook and stuff, we like to put it up to get our fans to kind of listen in too. You know, that'd be awesome, and I'll get all that information from you.
Hey, by the way, Stevie and Mike.
So now should I call you during the day or evening? What's better?
Anytime's good. I'm always open.
Okay, cool.
Hey, before you go, you guys, if you get a chance on Thursday night, we're doing the Gong Show for the first time at Bourbon Street.
Is that going to be this Thursday?
That's this Thursday.
Gong Show.
I'm serious, man. Me, Pat, and Jason are like the backup band, and we're going to just fucking totally destroy people.
Hey, that's cool. I'll go.
Hey, didn't I see
You guys suck.
Didn't I see Pat?
That'd be perfect.
Didn't I see Pat outside here?
Pat's on, but he won't come in.
Why won't he come in?
I don't know. Pat Savage, drummer extraordinaire, but he won't come in because
Joe
Schmo of the Rain
Is
Man.
he still waiting out there?
He's still out here.
Yeah.
He's still out there?
Come on, guys. We got like 2 minutes, and we got a 4-minute song to play. So.
All right, so
2
we're
minutes to midnight.
So Steve, definitely give you a call on Thursday, and we'll coordinate, and I'll give you all the information for the website, and we'll get everything promoted properly for next week.
Awesome. All right, boys. Thank you so much for the call. We appreciate it.
You got it. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
We'll see you.
All right, see you. All right, Steve Bruno from Clench Fist, and this is Ashtray Art, Evolver, right here on the Hellraisers Ball.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
That was Ashtray Art, Evolver, right here on the Hellraisers Ball. Do you have anything to say about that song?
That song just about trying to be a better man today than you were yesterday, and a better man tomorrow than you were today. So
Kick-ass song.
Growing up.
Definitely enjoyed it. And, of course, I want to thank JT Bailey for coming down and hanging out with us here tonight. Steve Joyer.
Hey.
JT Bailey.
It does.
For your
And, of course, we had DJ Slam Durango rocking the engineering booth.
Yeah.
We had the infamous Dana Piper in here.
Legendary cuddly curmudgeon himself.
I want to apologize.
Cuddly curmudgeon.
I want to extend my apologies to Tom Brooks, who came down here to talk to us, and we didn't have enough time to talk to him because we got started later than we expected tonight. Hopefully, we could have him on the show in the near future. We have, of course, a great show coming up next week. We had Steve and Mike from Clench Fist on the phone earlier tonight, and we're going to have the entire band here in the studio next week. We'll also have Jimmy DeLisi, who a lot of you might know from a local Tampa Bay-based band called Juliet, and he's got a lot of exciting things coming up, and we're going to be talking about his career in music and some of the new projects that he's doing. Tonight's show is being brought to you by Sam Ash Music Stores on Dale Mabry Highway. Go to Sam Ash Music Stores and see sales manager Eddie Keffel, and he'll give you some great deals on some new gear and trade in some of your old gear. Of course, now with the holidays coming up, there's going to be a lot of great sales going on. Look for some great sales for Black Friday.
Yep.
And I think we're going to drop a bomb next Tuesday, right? We're going to mention some of the Black Friday sales.
I could tell you this.
Good Hanukkah sales.
There's going to be some stands where you could buy 2 for the price of 1.
Cool.
Okay, so there you have it. You're going to have 2-for-1 stands. And if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And and of course, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more great deals and discounts for Black Friday. Of course, now Hellraisers Ball is on Twitter, so you can follow us on Twitter.
Oh, by the way,
Did you find it? Did you find it?
Yeah, it's actually under your name, Joe JC Viper Casola.
I don't know why it would be. Wait, that's okay. That's the Facebook name that it's attached to.
I don't know how, but it's attached.
It is linked to the Facebook page. However, you can find it by typing in Hellraisers Ball. You should be able to put twitter.com/Hellraisers Ball, and the email that it's attached to is hellraisersballrocks@gmail.com. That is now the official email for the show. So that's hellraisersballrocks@gmail.com. So you can email the show directly at that email address. Of course, you could also email me personally at jcviper@rocketmail.com. And I'll still be, fielding emails for the show through there as well. But try to find us on Twitter and follow us on Twitter. And if you're another industry professional, if you're a band, we'll follow you on there as well. We're still trying to figure out how this thing works. So anyone of you that's like really proficient with this whole Twitter thing, if there's any insight you could give us on how to use this properly, feel free to contact me on my Facebook. Look me up under JC Viper, or as DJ Slam Durango pointed out, you could find me under Joe JC-Viper Casola, and that'll bring me up as well. I have a fan page and a regular, people page on there. And the Hellraisers Ball group page should be launched in the fan page within, more than likely, sometime between now and Thanksgiving. And we'll be launching the official hellraisersball.com really soon. And we'll see you next week.
Take your panties off, girl, this ain't truth or dare.
Holy crap. I love you.
What was that? I'll tell you what that was. That was another fine show from rockslamradio.com. Yeah.